Paul, welcome to H&W Welders Football Club. It's obviously a pleasure to have you here. Tonight you've been officially announced as the new coach of the club. First of all, you met with the players tonight before training. You've had your first session. How's your first night on the job went so far?
Very good, in fairness. The players were very responsive, very happy with their attitude application. Done a good bit of work, and then I was able to involve the under-20s as well, so we played a game at the end, which again, very pleased with the players and their application towards the whole process. So good night all round.
Now you've come in obviously with the Welders going through a bit of a sticky patch at the moment, 4 points after 7 games, sitting second from bottom in the league. I'm sure you probably knew coming in here this job is going to be a bit of an uphill task for us now at the moment, but I'm sure you're relishing the challenge.
Well, it is, but at the end of the day, that's why I took the job on. You know, I was very impressed with what the committee had to say. The facilities here are first class. There's a lot of good experienced players here who've got a lot of qualities, not only in the championship but in the premiership. So that's what excited me about the whole process here. So at the end of the day, as I say, all we can do is take each step as it comes, and each challenge as it comes. And obviously the results haven't been great, but hopefully the players respond well to what we're trying to do, and the first result will be there soon.
What attracted you to apply for the job? Obviously, was it the position we're in now? What attracted you to the job itself?
Well, actually, I was contacted by Gary Hollis and asked, would I consider a conversation, and I says yes. I was very happy to do so, because I knew I've kind of been falling afar from what Welders are doing, and it's been very impressive. And then what kind of happened in a whirlwind. I got a phone call last week on a Tuesday. I met on a Wednesday, and then had a wee bit to deliberate over. They were quite keen after the conversations to do the job. So when my project up at Maiden City, which is going very well, I had to speak to the people and the stakeholders on there. So we're going to work the two together, or I'm going to be working the two together. It's a very important project to me, and there's a lot of good people there, a lot of talented players. So maybe in the long run, Welders could benefit from that, as well as a championship club, possibly, who knows, in the future, a premiership club. But as I say, very impressed with the club, what they had to say, and the ambitions that they hold.
Yeah, and you're bringing a wealth of experience into this job. Obviously, you've been at the championship level before. You've been with the likes of Institute and stuff like that. When we've spoke to previous people, players, managers, etc., you probably know yourself that the championship's one of those leagues where it's a battle to get out of. And I'm sure, again, with your experience, you're relishing the challenge again to try and get the Welders back up the table.
Well, that's it. You're right about the championship, and the standards have got better. There's a lot more demands on it, a lot of strong teams on there, and everybody wants that slot in the premiership. So it will be a tough ask, but at the same time, working on my staff at the minute, just brought in Joe McGovern, who's a goalkeeper here, and he's going to help out for the goalkeeping department. And I'm looking at a couple of other options. Obviously, good people are in good jobs at the minute, so we'll have to kind of explore that option. But I'm happy to kind of do the load at the minute. And as I say, the players are very enthusiastic with a presentation beforehand. I was really happy how they took the information on and more importantly applied on it. And if they do that, then you have every chance, because as I says, the club believes in them. They signed them, the previous manager believes in them and signed them, so there is talent here. It's just a case of them having to transform that now on the pitch.
Yeah, obviously now your first game's this weekend, Anna United. I don't know you know much about Anna United. They had a great season last season. I mean, what's your plan for getting into the game this Saturday to kick off well for the boys?
Well, they find out as much about the players as they can, so I'm getting that through obviously staff here. And I've got some information, and then obviously what happens in training. So it is a bit early. It's only a weekend, less than a week, and the game's there. But if the players apply themselves like the way they did tonight, I'd be more than happy. I know Annan's been very successful, brilliant season last year, getting in the playoff against Portadown. So it's going to be a difficult game. But as I say, if the players apply themselves properly, then I think in this league they can give anybody a game.
Yeah. Now, for people who don't know who you are, obviously you have a wealth of experience in Northern Ireland, obviously coaching at youth level. Obviously you've been with Institute of Nevada United. You want to fill everybody in, obviously, who don't know who you are, where you've been. Obviously you've been over the water in England as well as an assistant coach as well. Yeah. You want to fill everybody quickly in, where you've been and what your experience has been?
Well, I've been lucky. I've been involved in full-time football all my life, since I left school. Playing career at Mansfield and Charlton, Nottingham Forest. Short spell Southampton as well. Obviously played under Roy Coyle, briefly at Lumfield, Coleraine, Jim Platt. And I had a car accident. I was quite young when into coaching, and I've always had a love for it. I've also got my manager's diploma, my LMA manager's diploma, which I done in 2017. So I enjoy this aspect. I like it. I've had experience at international level, as you've said, and I'm lucky enough to have 2 promotions under my belt in the championship with Institute. 2 very good teams, mind you, and some very good players who are still playing now. So as I says, this is a new project. Obviously, this is a city team with massive potential, a fantastic stadium, and a good infrastructure. And that's what attracted me to the job. And I'm hoping that some of the experiences I've had in my last number of years will be good for the club and, more importantly, the players.
And with the Welders currently sitting where they are at the moment, obviously with last season we've finished 5th. I mean, what would be your sort of goal aiming for the season ahead? Would be the top 6, obviously, to get the boys into that top 6 for this season ahead? Would that be sort of one of your goals for this season, or even further ahead?
Well, we're still in September, so we're still plenty of games left. We just have to take each game as it comes. And it's an old cliche, but it's fact. So I'm only interested in the Anna game, and then obviously the group of players that's here are here at January time. So I want to give them as best as I possibly can on and off the pitch to improve them, make them better. And let's just see where each game goes. Get to January time and see where we're sitting then. As I say, with that ethos of every game. And then there might be an opportunity to maybe bring in January time new players or whatever. But the ball's in the court now of the players. I've asked them to give it their best and to be the best version of themselves. And if they do that, then I'll do my best for them. But it is a results business, and we have to win, and that's what I said to them. It's all about winning.
Yeah. Well, officially, welcome to the club once again, and hopefully we'll start off this weekend with a good result. And welcome to the club officially, and here's hoping the good times ahead.
Thank you.